starting position, we're currently down a full bishop. On the other hand, we are attacking on the king side. We can see our rook and our queen aligned on the open h-file. The black king hasn't got a lot of defenders, so that black king is in a lot of trouble. The problem is, how do we get to the king? What we would really love is to be able to use our bishop from e3, but the question is, how do we do that? How do we activate the bishop? That bishop would love to go to h6, but currently our own knight is in the way. Speaking of that knight can of course simply take the rook on f2, which is one of the first moves we want to look at. The problem is, as I mentioned, we were down a full piece in the starting position here. Black can actually recapture either with the king or the queen. Both moves are okay. The problem is that we don't have a win. Yes, the bishop can join the game now, but after a capture on h6, the computer gives this position as a draw. So you can analyze that for yourselves, but there is no win here for white. So let's go back to the starting position where I was talking about wanting to get rid of that knight. Taking on f7 was not the right way to do so, but it turns out we can simply give up the knight for free with a check on e6. Black's only move is to capture the knight. And one thing which is very important actually to finding the solution of this puzzle is to notice that our king is incredibly safe in the center of the board. There is no black piece that can check our king. Black cannot go on the counterattack, which means that we now have time for one silent move, but that silent move is a killer. It is bishop h6. And bishop h6, our threat is to give a checkmate on h8, and it turns out black is completely helpless against that threat. The king is boxed in, the king cannot move. If the bishop is captured on h6, queen h8 is checkmate. If black tries to move the rook, that runs into queen g7, and all other black moves run into king h8 mate. There is queen h8 mate. There is nothing here that black can do to stop mate on the next move. Let's show it. If the queen gets out of the way, the king is trying to run, but it is simply too late. Queen h8 is a checkmate. So very, very well done if you found this beautiful solution.
Please do subscribe.